If you ask the average Igbo man today, who are the heroes in Igbo land? Most people won't even think twice. They will tell you Ojukwu. And to be fair, that answer is not surprising, right? It's not surprising. Ojukwu is probably the most popular Igbo man ever, dead or alive, period. It's just what it is, right? But here is the interesting part. Popularity is not always the same as impact. Because while Ojukwu is widely remembered, there are other Igbo leaders, men who built, men who developed, men who transformed society. And the interesting part is many of our people don't even know what these men look like. Let me give you an example, right? Dr. Michael Okpara. At just 39 years old, right, Michael Okpara, he became the premier of the Eastern region, the youngest premier in Nigeria at the time. And this man had a vision, a clear, practical vision based on economic empowerment. He believed in agriculture. He believed that the region could become self-sufficient and not just survive, but thrive. Under Michael Okpara, right, Eastern region, Eastern Nigeria became one of the fastest growing economies in Africa at the time. Let that sink in for 1 second, right? Let it sink in. He built Transamadi Industrial Estate in Port Harcourt. He established Hotel Presidential. He attracted global companies like Michelin Tire Factory. He developed Obudu Cattle Ranch. He supported industries like Aba Textile Mill, Owerri shoe industry. And he expanded the Port Harcourt seaport. And he did all of these without oil money. The economy was driven by palm oil, coal, and limestone. Now compare that to today and ask yourself, what exactly are we building? Let's talk about another leader, right? Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Zik of Africa, a nationalist, a thinker, the first elected president of Nigeria, right? Founder of the West African Pilot, a man who he used the media and ideology to shape a nation. Then you have Dr. Akanu Ibiam, a respected medical doctor and statesman. And then you have Ukpabi Asika, who governed the East during one of his most troubling, difficult transitions. These men were men of structure, governance, and development, right? But today, when we talk about heroes, we skip past many of these names and go straight to one man, Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, Ikemba Nnewi. Now, let's be honest, right? Ojukwu is remembered for one thing, the war. The decision that led the Eastern region into secession, right? Which led to the Nigerian Civil War ultimately. And that war, it came with consequences, heavy consequences. Over 1 million Igbo lives lost. Starvation, kwashoko, pain, suffering. Trauma that lives in families till today, right? So here's an uncomfortable question I want you to answer, right? If you place Ojukwu side by side with Michael Okpara, what do you see? One man built industries, he created jobs, developed infrastructure, gave people hope. The other led a movement that resulted in destruction, loss, and long-term setbacks. Yet, history, at least popular culture, has chosen to celebrate one more than the other. And why is that? Maybe, just maybe, the problem is not just history. Maybe the problem is what we choose to value as a people. We celebrate emotion over strategy. We celebrate resistance over results. We celebrate struggle more than structure. And that mindset has consequences because if you don't celebrate builders, you won't produce builders. If young people grow up knowing more about war than about industry, what do you expect them to aspire to be, right? And this is exactly where we are today. A region full of potential but struggling with direction. A people known for enterprise but lacking coordinated development. And part of the reason is this, right? We are focusing on the wrong heroes. Because the future of Alaigbo will not be built on emotions. It will be built on policy, industry, infrastructure, and economic thinking. The same things Michael Okpara focused on. So maybe it's time we start asking ourselves, right? Who should we be celebrating? And what kind of leaders do we want to produce next? Because until we correct that, we may keep repeating the same cycle. And honestly, that's a conversation we need to have. If you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, all that good stuff. Until next time, my name is Kachi, and this is the Bia Parlor Podcast. Peace.